So since the beginning, I'm talking about Forex, but what is it exactly? I didn't really give you an accurate definition of what it is. You can go on the internet and pull out any definition, you're going to read it, you say, oh, okay. But it doesn't help for your understanding of the whole thing. So here's my way to explain how Forex works, and it makes a lot of sense. So let's take an example. I used to work in the trucking business as a dispatcher or operation manager, stuff like this. And I had some customers. Let's take one that was producing some chicken. So every day I was picking up 10 loads of chicken out of that place in Canada to deliver in Brooklyn, New York. All right? And because we need to cross the border, etc., I could see the value of the loads. So let's say each load's worth 50 grand. 10 loads a day, that makes $500,000 a day, that makes 2.5 million a week, and 10 million a month. All right, that we know. Now, what else do we know? We know that this company is going to receive US funds, but we also know that they're going to pay their salaries, their factory, their suppliers, etc. in Canadian funds. So somehow, something's going to happen that the money needs to be changed from the US fund to the Canadian funds, right? So you're going to say, it's easy. Do you do that at a bank? Yeah, you do that at a bank. But eventually the bank is going to run out of Canadian dollar or US dollar or whatsoever. So then they're going to exchange with other banks up to a certain level, maybe 100 million. Over 100 million, they're going to need to go to bigger banks up to, let's say, 500 million. Then other banks up to 10 billion, etc., etc., etc. And you have the whole world economy that is based like this. Because in my example, we receive US funds and we pay Canadian funds, but it works both ways as well. Some will receive Canadian funds and pay US funds. And they're going to meet somewhere each other to change their money. And eventually, that place is Forex, even if people don't know. Because through the banks, it goes on Forex. So that's why the Forex is that big, because it doesn't work with company profits. It works with company revenues. Makes sense, right? So now if you take that at a scale, a worldwide scale, that's why Forex is that big, right? So that's all it is. And a big difference between the Forex and the stock market is that in the stock market, everybody's there to do money. Not in Forex. 95% of transactions in Forex are not to make some profit. They're just to change the money. Why? Because let's go back to my chicken producer. He planned in his budget that he would receive $1.30 Canadian for his US dollar, right? And the market gave him, let's see, 1.32. He's happy. But in fact, the market's at 1.35. But he doesn't care because he already got way over what he expected. So he won't be patient saying, I'm going to wait that the rate exchange is going up to 135 whatsoever. No, he needs his money now. Because every Thursday, they need to pay their employees. So it's a different dynamic. And that's what makes the whole thing being what it is. Alright, so this is what is Forex.